If you use your bike to get to work or play, you are being recognized and celebrated this week. It's Bike Week Winnipeg, and all kinds of events are planned to encourage more people to get around on their bikes, not just this week, but every day. Joining us now is the founder of Bike Week Winnipeg, Dave Elmore. Good morning, Dave.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining us. Now, you biked to the studio this morning.
I did, yes.
With your beautiful bike here. Describe to me the feeling when you're out there, you're on the street, you're biking to your destination. Do you feel good? Do you feel alive?
Well, I think so. I think what's really nice about getting out on your bike and getting fresh air in the morning. I'm retired, but riding to work every day was great, exhilarating. Sort of start the day, get some blood pumping, and it made me feel more refreshed and ready to go.
And then at the end of the day, when you're biking home, you get that same feeling, right?
Great way to wind down at the end of the day, for sure.
So it's good for your health, obviously.
Absolutely.
But it's also good for the planet.
It's great for the environment, yes, absolutely. We need to see more people using alternative forms of transportation other than driving their cars every single day.
And do you think that the city of Winnipeg is sort of moving in the right direction with that?
Yeah, I mean, we obviously have a long ways to go, but there is more and more infrastructure and more sort of the more stuff that's happening in terms of allowing people to use their bikes, because we'll encourage more people to use bikes if they feel safe, if they feel comfortable, and ultimately we need to separate people on bikes from people in cars if we want them to feel that sort of comfort level.
Okay, so all week it's Bike Week Winnipeg. Yesterday was Bike to Work Day.
It was.
You started all this years ago. Tell us a little bit about the history and why you wanted to begin this.
Well, Bike to Work Day started 19 years ago, basically as a volunteer effort by a number of us that started up at what at that time was Bike to the Future and now is Bike Winnipeg. And we just wanted to have a Bike to Work Day, and so we sort of pulled it together, and then over the years we sort of moved into Bike Week, because what we wanted to do was engage the broader audience of everyone that rides a bike, as opposed to just those people that commute by bicycle.
Okay.
Because we want to bring about cultural change. We want to get more people engaged in the idea of riding their bikes, and ultimately it's great about ultimately getting more butts on bikes, getting more people to use their bikes for a variety of reasons, as we talked about. The environment, there's so many good things that come from using bicycles.
Absolutely. Okay, so some of the event yesterday was Bike to Work Day, and you got a lot of people out. Describe what that was like.
We did, and it, coming out of the pandemic, it's just been growing and growing, and all of the feedback we're getting from pit stops and from people that were out there, and even myself out riding, there was a lot of people on bicycles, and I think that they're not necessarily all new people, but I think every year we see more and more people saying, I'm just going to give it a try.
And that's what your whole goal was with this whole thing.
Absolutely.
And so what else is happening this week to wrap things up and to keep it going?
Well, there's still a number of group rides and different events and activities that are going on. We wind this thing up on Saturday, the 14th. We actually have something we call Kiddical Mass, which is basically a family-friendly ride with kids and parents, and we go for a ride, and we actually end that ride at the south grounds of the legislature, where we're having our annual Bike Week Bash. So it's kind of the wind-up event with family-friendly, again, activities and events for especially family-friendly stuff, and especially for the kids.
Well, if you want more information, we have a link on our website. Thank you, Dave.